Hello everyone. Hopefully you've seen the last two videos, and I know the very first video I did was pretty controversial and got a lot of negative comments, and both good comments too. And the second video really was just how I feel, and I got some good feedback from that as well. Didn't really get any bad feedback from that whatsoever, thankfully. But this video is going to be completely different, and it's totally all about what guys and girls do for attention. And I'm thinking most of you will agree with me. And somebody had talked about how I was making videos for attention. Duh. I want people to watch my videos. Anybody that posts videos on the web wants people to watch them. You kind of just, said the obvious, really, just to let you know. But anyway, these are the top three things that a girl and a guy does for attention. Girls often call themselves fat and ugly, and they do that to everybody. Not They don't just say that to guys, they say it to girls too, and that's because they really, really want you to tell them they're not. And a lot of the times girls that are saying they're so fat and whatever are really tiny, and I've seen that like a lot. And I have done that before, but I actually was fat when I said that. So that's number one. Number two, a lot of you girls I see every day on Facebook, Twitter, it doesn't matter, talk publicly about how you hate other girls and call them sluts and whores and stuff like that. And everybody likes your status and everybody thinks it's hilarious. It's not funny. That is a form of bullying and you probably shouldn't do that. And even though everybody's commenting on it, that doesn't mean that what you say is agreeable or hilarious. That just means that everybody wants to join in on your bullying, and that's wrong. Just so you know. Even though you're getting a lot of attention, you shouldn't get attention for that. Um, a lot of people, which I used to do, and I will admit that, post pictures on websites of them in revealing clothing or sexy outfits, and that's giving yourself the bad kind of attention. You're attracting the wrong people with that, and that is one of the reasons girls are calling you those names on their statuses, which they shouldn't, but sometimes you might bring it on yourself, even if you aren't a slut or a whore or anything like that. They see that and they judge you off that. And judging somebody is human nature. I don't care who you are, you've done it at least once. You might not now, but you've done it before. And I really want to talk about the duck face. You know, it's not cute. And I have done a couple of photos of the duck face, and it wasn't because I was being serious about them. I posted that it was pretty much to be funny and to show that everybody was, it's not attractive. And really, what's wrong with smiling in your pictures or making a funny picture? I don't understand, like, chucking up the deuces and doing the duck face and everything like that. It's really not cute. And maybe it was at one time, but now everybody just thinks it's retarded, just so you know. Top three things a guy does for attention, and this one's definitely about photos as well. In almost every picture you see a guy in, they are shirtless, um, by a really cool car, or it's a picture of their car. They always have money with them in the picture or alcohol. And I don't think that that's very cool at all, to be completely honest. Money, you want people to be like, oh wow, look at that, blah blah, and alcohol saying you're a partier or something. Since when is getting, totally trashed and making a fool of yourself funny or make you popular? And I understand a lot of people party, I've done it too. But really, you shouldn't make that about every photo. Once again, why can't you just smile or make a funny picture or something like that? Because you're doing all that for attention. Um, and a lot of guys, and this isn't just for guys, but I've noticed this a lot more for guys, is that they will publicly call people out and try to fight them. And I have learned from personal experience that fighting is wrong and you really shouldn't do it. And I understand, like, if you're defending yourself or a loved one or something like that, circumstances are different or whatever. But when you're fighting somebody over words that they said that really haven't hurt you at all, they've made no public threats to you or anything like that. It's really kind of stupid. You should probably just brush that off your shoulder. And it doesn't make you look like a hard ass or anything like that. It just makes you look really immature. And I see guys anywhere from, 13 to grown men talking about fighting all over, oh, I beat his ass and everything like that. It's not cool. And like I said, I've known that from experience because I have done that. Um, and it's really not worth the pain and everything afterwards. And it's not just like physical pain, it's, like I have mentioned in my bullying video, if you do stuff like that, you will regret it later, whether you realize that or not. Um, Another thing, and this is kind of weird, but a lot of you girls will agree with me. Guys always talk about how big or amazing their man junk is, and that really bothers me because more times than not, they're probably lying. If you are going to do things or have a relationship with somebody that talks about how big their stuff is and how great it is, and you come to find out it's not, well, I'm very sorry that you were lied to. Like, you don't have to try to lie about that kind of stuff if you intend on doing something with that person, because they're going to find out you're lying. They're going to be pretty disappointed. You probably don't like the results that come from that. Um, um, that one probably bothers me more than all the other ones. Like, just like girls lie about their age often, and they also, lie about their bra sizes, and I've even seen girl lies about their measurements around their body and everything like that to try to come off as prettier and stuff. And if you have not met that person and you're saying that, and you do meet them in person, once again, they are going to be very, very disappointed that you have lied to them. So you should probably avoid doing that at all costs, unless you really can, you're telling the truth, which you still shouldn't post it publicly about how great it is, because that just makes you look conceited. But if you're talking to somebody and you tell them that kind of stuff, make sure it's true. So if you do actually meet them or have a relationship or something like that with them, you are not, going to disappoint them or be disappointed. But I really thought that I needed to talk about these things because a lot of guys have, made it known to me that they want to hear about these things, that how girls really feel about this stuff. And I thought that it'd be a really cool video to do, and I hope that you give me some feedback on this. It's totally different from my other videos, and I think I'm going to start making more videos like this because probably a lot better for me to make than my last two. But let me know what you think, and if there's any truth behind what I'm saying, I would totally like to know. Bye!